Hi everyone, welcome to another video of mine. Today I will be taking you on a walk along Little Lonsdale Street in the Melbourne Central Business District. So let us begin. So tucked away in the heart of the city, Little Lonsdale Street might just seem like another narrow lane. But beneath its blue stone surface lies a rich tapestry of history and transformation, as well as a vibrant culture. So let us step back in time and explore how this unassuming street became the pulse of Melbourne's evolution. In the early days of Melbourne, the area now known as Little Lonsdale Street was part of the Hoddle Grid, which was the city's original blueprint, which was laid out in the 1830s. Named after a gentleman by the name of William Lonsdale, who was Melbourne's first police magistrate. The street was designed to be a service lane, as well as most of the other streets would begin with the word little, which and facilitating the movement of goods and people. By the mid-19th century, Little Lonsdale Street had become a bustling thoroughfare given its proximity to the legal precinct as well as Queen Victoria Market, which made it a hub for commerce and industry. But as the city grew, so did the complexities. As Melbourne expanded, so did its social challenges. The eastern end of Little Lonsdale Street, which we just passed, intersected with Spring Street, making the boundary of a notorious area known as Little Lon, as L-O-N, so first three letters of Lonsdale. In the late 19th century, Little Lon became the Melbourne's red light district. Narrow laneways and hidden corners housed brothels, gaming dens, and opium dens. It was a place where the city's underbelly thrived, far from the gaze of polite society. Efforts to clear up the area were led by religious groups like the Church of England's Mission to the streets and lanes, who set up shop at number 30 Little Lonsdale Street. Despite these interventions, the area retained its reputation for vice and poverty. In the early 2000s, archaeological excavations in Little Lonsdale Street uncovered remnants of an hidden world. Artifacts such as discarded bottles, ceramics, personal items that painted a vivid picture of daily life in the 19th century. The findings not only shed light on the past, but also highlighted the resilience of those who lived in the shadows of Melbourne's grand buildings. As the 20th century progressed, Little Lonsdale Street's role in the city evolved. The area became home to Melbourne's legal precinct, housing courthouses, law firms, and government offices. So as we go down the street, we will see as well, it is mainly centered along William Street and Lonsdale Street, and you will see the Supreme Court, County Court, as well as the Magistrates Court, and the High Court is also nearby. So that's the High Court of Victoria in Australia. It's also nearby. And quite a number of nice historic buildings, as you just saw, and this area is actually quite nice. There are also two stations as well, so that are three stations nearby: Parliament, Melbourne Central, and Flagstaff, as well as Southern Cross Station, which is on the other end of the city. Let's continue with the video. The shift brought about significant urban development. The historic warehouses and commercial buildings gave way to modern office spaces and high-rise apartments. Yet pockets of heritage architecture remain, offering glimpses into the street's past. Today, Little Lonsdale Street is undergoing a transformation. The city of Melbourne has initiated a streetscape upgrade, to enhance pedestrian safety and accessibility. The project includes widening footpaths and installing raised pedestrian crossings. These improvements aim to create a more vibrant and welcoming environment for residents, workers, and visitors. Among the urban renewal, Little Lonsdale Street continues to be a haven for Melbourne's creative and culinary scene. There are quite a few cafes, boutique shops, and art galleries that line the street, offering a taste of the city's eclectic charm. The nearby laneways, such as Drury Lane, have become popular spots for street art and boutique shopping, attracting both locals and tourists. So this is actually quite a nice street to actually walk along. I used to work, like my first office job used to be near Little Lonsdale Street, and I actually used to come past this area quite a bit. And it's not this part of Lonsdale Street, but on another section of Little Lonsdale Street I used to come walk past like every morning and evening, like coming and going to work. So this was actually sort of brought back memories when I first started working. So it was really nice quite a while ago. Don't want to mention how long ago, but it was a while ago. And I just used to work around this area. And I do come back to the city when I shoot videos and meet friends as well in the city, so it's actually quite nice. But as I think I mentioned in one of my previous videos, I no longer work in the central business district. I work out in the suburbs. So it's actually quite different working in suburbia rather than working in the city. So I think on this day I actually managed to get 19,000 steps. I was really happy with myself. So that sort of made my day. So I was really happy that I actually did quite a bit of steps for that day. And then as I was saying earlier, like in one of my other videos as well, I have Qantas points, and I actually get Qantas points for steps that I walk. So I set myself a target of 18,000 steps. So that's my target for the moment, but I'm aiming to get to 20,000. So every time I get 18,000 steps, I get 2 Qantas points, which is not much, but still it actually keeps me motivated, and in the future will help me, hopefully, like for flights, etc. when I go overseas or interstate or intrastate. So let's see how that goes. But if I do like 2 steps a day, it's not like, still like if I get 2 points a day, I mean, won't count towards a flight or something, but like won't be counting towards that much difference for flights. But I do get my frequent flyer points or other ways as well. So, and I do love travel, so just in case you haven't noticed as well, traveling is one of my favorite things to do, and I would highly recommend it, that everyone actually does travel, and like if you're able to travel as much as you can, especially when you're like younger and able to. Like I still do it, like I can travel at any age as well. So in my 20s I didn't travel as much as I would have liked to, because I was a bit too busy with work, etc. And I didn't take many holidays. I did take holidays, but didn't take as much as I would like to. But now I'm actually making up for traveling. So going to the US, Canada, went to a place called Nauru, which is in the South Pacific. And this is the State Library of Victoria. So we have the Swanson Street, and I have done a video on Swanson Street, so please check that out as well. So this street is like a very, very popular tourist area called Swanson Street. There's quite a few souvenir shops down the road, and also Swanson Street is one of the busiest tram corridors in the world. Quite a number of trams go along that road. Sorry, I just forgot how many actually are there, but there are, I think, close to 10, if I'm not mistaken, or about between 8 and 10, but I could be wrong. Didn't do the counting, but there are quite a few like trams that go along that area, and there's quite a few have come along Swanson that every minute. There's quite a few every minute. Most of them go to Melbourne University, but a lot of them go past Melbourne University to the northern suburbs of Melbourne. That's connecting Melbourne City to northern suburbs by tram. And excuse me, a lot of them go down from Melbourne University to the eastern suburbs as well as the southeastern suburbs. Sorry about that. Just need to get some water. But today has been a bit busy, so let's see. And I will be going and seeing Jurassic Park and also Superman, so I'm looking forward to seeing those two movies. And then I will be going to India later this year, just for about a week and a half. I will be doing a flight review, at least on the airline that I'll be going, and that'll be on my other channel. And I'm not 100% sure whether I will be actually shooting any videos while I am in India. It just depends on what I'll be doing. I'm primarily going to visit family, so depends on, it's only a week and a half, so I don't see my family in India quite often, like in person, but we do talk over the phone, which is different. But speaking, that building is actually quite nice. I like the design of it. That's why I did, take a video of it. But speaking, going back, so I may or may not shoot any videos in India. It just depends on how busy I am with meeting my family and some of my friends there. And I still do have friends, like this couple. But let's see how it goes. But I will definitely be doing a flight review. And in regards to my plane spotting, I am not sure as well, because we don't live close to the airport. So, and if we go, I'm not sure how the rules are in India in regards to plane spotting. And the airport that I'm closest to is on a hilltop, so it's not exactly not sure if there's any actually plane spotting locations nearby. And my hometown, the airport is actually relatively quiet and small, so it's not it's mainly the Boeing 737s or the Airbus A320s or A321s, so not too many. And this is St. Francis Catholic Church. I have been there for Mass quite a number of times, especially on a Sunday, and they do have Masses early morning and quite a number of Masses on every Saturday and Sunday. So if you're Catholic, and you can visit that church. It's actually quite a nice church. It gets quite busy. So that is St. Francis, and they do have a bookshop there as well, like a Catholic bookshop. Let's continue the tour. There's quite a number of nice restaurants down here as well. I still need to go to a lot that I want to go to and just to see them, see how it is. But let's see first. And I still want to go back to the casino one day. And actually, I haven't stayed there, but I haven't been there for a while. I think over a year now. I am a member of Crown Casino in Melbourne, but I don't go there to gamble. I just go there and have lunch or dinner or coffee. It is quite expensive, and that's why I don't really go there that often, but it is actually a nice place to visit. One of the best restaurants I've heard of is Nobu, and another one is the Conservatory, which is like a buffet restaurant. There used to be another buffet restaurant called Test Kitchen. I believe that was the name. I went there a couple of years ago, but I haven't been back, and I believe that it has closed down. So it was, at that time when I last went, I think it was around $35 a person, and that was at lunch, and that was on a weekday. The weekday lunch was cheaper than the weekends. I forgot how much it was on the weekends, but it was, and the weekday nights was also more expensive than having lunch. So dinners are usually more expensive. It was on the ground floor of the casino, and not in the gambling. It was sort of near the gambling area, but not in the gambling area. So there was quite a few families were there as well. The Conservatory is a bit more expensive. I believe it's over $100 per person for dinner, and that's mainly for special events. That is also a buffet. So actually, I have been outside the Conservatory, but I haven't been in the Conservatory. I do believe that it's actually not the same as the Bellagio one, but in Las Vegas, but it's actually nice as well. As you can see, there's quite a lot of these buildings have been built in the last 20 years, and there are quite a few more that are coming up soon and being built as well. And you can see on the right hand side there's a construction site, and straight ahead is some more apartment buildings and office buildings as well. So if you made it this far, please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already, and also please leave a like and a comment as well. I would greatly appreciate it, and I hope everyone's having a nice day. You can see there are quite a few historic buildings along this area. I'm sorry if I do walk fast, like when I'm crossing the road, and some other times as well. I try not to walk too fast. I try to walk a bit slower, just to so that everyone can see like the area, etc. But my tendency is to like walk sort of at a medium pace usually, but sometimes I do walk faster if I need to. Also, Victoria University has a campus here as well along Little Lonsdale Street. So I did not go to the Victoria University. I did go to La Trobe University, which is in the northern suburbs. So that was a while ago. So there are quite a number of students along in this area who come and study on the campus here. So quite a tall building. I believe they used to have a lot more campuses, but now it's concentrated into one. I'm not 100% sure. Let's continue our walk. So I will be going to shoot a few more videos of parks in Melbourne. Just have a few in mind that are closer to the city, as well as some that are sort of in suburbia as well. So please don't forget to watch them as well. I did not go plane spotting this week, but because of the weather, because it's been cold and raining. So then, since it was cold and raining, I didn't feel like going plane spotting. But the day I actually shot this video was actually really nice. I actually did go plane spotting on that day, and I did shoot quite a few shots and a full and a video as well. I try to shoot at least one or two videos a week. One for this channel and one for my aviation channel, like plane spotting. I try to do it at different times of day, so I can capture different planes, etc., different airlines that come in to Melbourne Airport and leave Melbourne Airport. And I also try to capture the Melbourne city at different times of day as well, so you don't just get at one time of the day. And these are usually on the weekends when I actually shoot the videos. So the weekdays, actually, since I'm working full time, don't have time during the daytime to actually go out and shoot videos. And it does take me to the airport about nearly 2 hours one way, so pretty much the whole day will be just gone. So, and I try to do either on a Saturday or a Sunday, depending on what day I'm free. So, and then I come here, and on the way back, I just shoot a video in the city and just go back home. I have coffee. I don't go have coffee in the airport, but I do occasionally have it in the airport. And I do have 7-Eleven coffee or another cafe. 7-Eleven coffee is $1.50, because I have downloaded the 7-Eleven app, and as I've downloaded the 7-Eleven app, it gave me 50 cents discount. Normally the coffees at 7-Eleven are $2, but if you have the app, it's $1.50. That's for a small coffee. I just have a cappuccino, and I do have cappuccinos in the morning and lattes in the afternoon. I think one of my friends who was Italian said to have cappuccinos before noon, so I've always stuck with that. And I have it, whenever I'm shooting videos, I always have a cappuccino in the morning. And I also, or I have a long black if I'm making my own coffee. So when I go out, I have cappuccinos. If I'm making my own coffee, the long black is just black coffee. In Australia, we call that long blacks, which is Americano coffee, and I don't have any sugar or milk when I have it by myself, like when I'm making my own coffee. But when I go out, I have cappuccinos or lattes, depending on the time of day. And that is one of the parking areas in Melbourne. It is quite expensive to actually park in the city. So most people take public transport to the city, and public transport for full fare is, like me, because I don't have any concessions, so I have to pay full fare. That's around $11 for a day. So, or if you're only traveling once in a day, it's $12.50. But if you're traveling more than once, it's a maximum of $11. So aside of $5.50 just for if you're traveling once, only one way, or return trip if you're traveling, it's $11 for the whole day. That concession is cheaper, and I am not sure how much the concession. Sorry about the wall view. Those people over there didn't want to show their faces. Sorry, I'm not sure exactly how much the concession fare is, but I do pay $11 for that. So, and it did go up at the start of the year. So, I used to have concession when I was a student. All you can eat buffet. Actually, wouldn't mind going to that place again. It's a Barbecue King place. Wouldn't mind all you can eat. I haven't been to a buffet for a while. I think the last time was at the casino, that test kitchen. And this is one of the newer buildings in Melbourne. This place, these two poles here welcoming you to Koreatown. Not really a place, but there's a few restaurants, few Korean restaurants nearby. And that actually does look nice. I'm just gonna cross the street here. So I hope everyone doesn't mind me like just crossing the street up like quite a bit. I do like to show different perspectives of the city and not just from one section of the street. So I do like to cross like intermittently throughout like whenever I can, just to show different parts of the street, etc. Not just from one side of the street, but from both sides. And I hope everyone is having a nice day today. And let's see, I want to do my next video like on the Botanic Gardens in Melbourne. So if I walk around, it will be at least close to an hour or so, but depending on how I feel. So I may split it into two different videos, 2 or 3, or I may just do one long video. And Botanic Gardens and a few other gardens that are around the city. Let's see when I can have a chance of going. I don't want to shoot any videos while it's raining. I don't mind if it's cold, but when it's raining, I don't like shooting any videos in the rain. And I'm planning to go to a couple of more shopping centers as well, like Chadston, etc. I have to decide on what dates I'll go there and see. So I hope everyone's enjoying the video so far, and just hope I am actually doing a good job with the video. So we are coming up to Westside Place. So Westside Place is actually a recent development in Melbourne. There is the Ritz-Carlton, which is like a luxury hotel brand. So the first time it's opened in Melbourne. So it was opened a few years ago. I have done a video on Westside Place, and I have started a few live streams from here as well. I haven't actually done a live stream for a while, but I think I would like to start doing it again, because I do enjoy doing live streams, etc. And I do realize that for my live streams I only do 10 to 20 minutes, but I'm trying to do a live stream, just not sure when I'll actually do one again. But actually, some people, from what I've seen the reactions of some people, they don't like the live streams, not my subscribers, but the people on Street, I have gotten some comments as well from some people. Okay, so thanks everyone for watching. Hope everyone has a nice day. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And I will see you in my next video. Have a wonderful day, everyone. And thanks again. And thanks for watching.